Hey homeboys and homegirls, how's life treating you? How was your weekend? This is your insight for February 10th and 11th, 2020. And it's also timeless, so wherever you're pulled to it in time, let me know what brought you here and let me know how it resonated, or if it resonated, let me know if you need clarification. Let me know if you want to book your own personal reading. Check the description on the side or on any social platform on how to reach out and ask any questions. So, I was actually pulled to the romance angels first and foremost. Oh, and again, sorry that this is a 2-in-1 reading. I'm already halfway done on Monday. It's been crazy weekend. And, well, here we are. So, the romance angels, what came out? We have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Now what? Release your ex. Love yourself first. And then chemistry. What I like about this is there's a few different ways that I'm being pulled to look at it. So we have, the general, what is coming, are you single? Are you single and looking? Yada, yada, yada. So looking at that, this is saying you have to let bygones be bygones in your previous relationships and engagements for some of you. Some of you just got out of some really deeply connected relationships. And I mean that in you were planning on getting married, fell through. And here you are still holding on to that, still reliving that painful experience, but it's time to actually really let go of this. For one, we're approaching Valentine's Day, which it's going to be nice, I suppose. I don't know. But 2020, this is the time of divine unions and partnerships coming into play. So there is a lot of soul bonding connections that are coming in. It's not going to see you if you're not putting yourself first, if you're not loving yourself. When we see a wounded creature out in the wild, if you're like me, you're going to want to nurse it back to health, take care of it, and it's not really seen as something that is, I see it as something that there's not a romantic aspect. It's the rescuer. It's the divine healer, which is great, but you can't have a relationship based on that, at least from what I have seen to be true. But what's coming in is a wonderful divine partnership. The more that you put effort and care into yourself and spoil yourself, completely spoil yourself, Ron, be your biggest love, then that will be mirrored back to you in these divine counterpart relationships. It's not to the detriment of other people. But if we're looking at this at the point of reconciliation, then this is saying that, yes, you guys are having a swing back. You guys are very magnetically pulled towards each other. You guys are the ones that either constantly get away or the one that accidentally, which is bullshit because there are no accidents, got away. And you guys are doing all this amazing work to get back to each other, but you have to release the person that was, because what's coming into play is such a new person. You wouldn't recognize them if you couldn't see them, you wouldn't recognize the way that they had felt because of all the ways that they have changed. Your heart is still calling out towards each other, and it's coming back. And again, I'm never telling a person to go back to an abusive partnership or a painful situation. So if that is the case for you, I can guarantee you this reading would not be for you. No abuse at all. So if we're looking at single and looking again, then you have to let go of every relationship that you have endured and that has failed and fallen through the cracks, because first and foremost, this relationship coming in is unlike any other partnership, and there is really no construct for it. There's no condition for it. It is the unconditional. And this is two magnets being freaking pulled together through space and time and colliding with each other. It's going to be that big of a difference. You know, when you have two magnets on a table and you have whatever the poles are up on it, and they just inch their way towards each other, and then smack. It happens just like that, which I do see happening for a lot of you guys. But that is if you're single and looking. If you are looking at reconciliation, then your divine counterpart counterpart. That would be amazing. Imagine if we had a theme park for twin flames. Yeah, aside from the tunnel of love. You know what I'm saying. But anyway, okay, so the divine counterpart coming back in. Totally different. Just as beautiful, though. So anyway, this is how we are kicking off the reading. Love yourself. Yeah. Going to, what's her name? Okay, so remember the TV show Park and Rex? What was that woman's name? She just goes by one name. It's like, not Raina. Ugh, fudge. I forget what her name is. But she is totally fabulous. All right, so now I'm being pulled to the mermaids and dolphins. What do you want to tell everyone? Because apparently today's theme is son of a bitch. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? 2 times in a row. 2 times. New romance with a special basis is here for you now. Are you kidding me? Again, this is timeless, so wherever you're pulled to in time. But also, holy shit. Holy shit, dude. Ugh, okay, I'm also being pulled to whatever this is. Unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. Did you write out your new moon, or sorry, full moon and Leo intentions? Anything that is not of the utmost integrity as far as relationships or situations or anything, you can pretty much bet your ass it's falling away right now. Father healing. Oh yeah, daddy issues. Playtime. Don't feel bad. We all have some sort of familial issues. Yeah. Explore your options. Get out of your damn head. Okay, come on. Protection. Oh, yeah. Okay, one more. Yes, I know I'm pulling a lot of cards. This happens. It just does. I can't help it. All right, make a decision and simplify your life. Time. Start getting rid of all the noise. When it says simplify, in this case, I'm getting it's time to start quieting your life. Time to start keeping it. You have to reprioritize what's important to you, because what is coming in right now, it's gonna drop kick everything again that is not resonant to you out. And this isn't even a purge. This is just stuff that is completely detached from you, that is still in the atmosphere around you. It's like waiting for, it's waiting for a weak link in the chain to show itself, to break through again on you. So simplify. What do you need to dust out of your life? Oh my God, my friend Keith, he showed me this podcast one time, and it was with this person who was talking about somebody who keeps going for these toxic people, these toxic relationships, and they were called Dustinas. If it was a woman, if it was a guy, it was clearly Dusty, but you know what I'm saying? That was freaking hilarious. I forget who the podcast was, but he showed me that, and it was probably one of my favorite moments. Okay, explore your options, playtime, a wave of prosperity, which is always good. I love it. Treasure chest, father healing, soulmate relationships. So your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to heaven. An unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. Get ready for some crazy shit to take place. Now, this could be a new job opportunity. This can be meeting some new friends who are going to open up all these new doors of experience for you. What is your priority with the abundance? Are you looking for financial abundance? Are you looking for experience and abundance? Are you looking to explore the world? If you're like me, you'll have to live to experience everything and see everything that I've ever wanted. I'd have to live a million lives just to get all of that done. So what is your priority? What do you want to see in this world? What do you want to see in this life? Is this a opportunity to better health for you? I feel like a lot of people are completely flushing themselves out of this entire anxious situation. It's like anything that slightly disturbs your peace, I feel like it's just dead to you now. So you are going to be very cutthroat with that. And I don't think that it is malicious on your part. I think it's necessity. So I don't see you reacting with anger towards a lot of it. I see you just being very black and white. Can't, this isn't working. This is part of the simplifying of your life. New abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you. The dolphins know the importance of playing as joy creates miracles and manifestation. Explore your options. It's time to start looking at other possibilities. It's a good time to make changes. Declutter from your home and your work life to balance the flow of activities. Feeling stuck or indecisive, listen to your intuition and make a decision, which, you know, is sometimes easier said than done in this, because when we're making a decision, we're torn between two things. Yeah, you can always flip a coin, but then there are times when you shouldn't flip a coin, and we're still completely clouding your heads, and I want you to know that in that moment, it's okay to completely unplug from everything and get into a silent, quiet place where you can think about all your options, and your heart has already made the decision. It's getting your mind to catch up with that beast. And it is so much easier for your mind to catch up with your heart than your heart to catch up with your mind, because the heart is like water. It is emotion. It is flowing through all the little nooks and crannies that is life, when the mind is very black and white, cut and dry. Okay, yes, we're doing this now. Okay, here we are. But in this time of choice and chance, you are going to be completely protected. It's like everything is in suspense. It's in suspension right now. So find out where your heart is directing your mind to go, and then follow it unapologetically. Again, this is dealing with a lot of reconciliation of divine unions and opportunities in abundance for either career change, which is definitely the case for some of you, especially through the private readings that I've been doing. I'm not calling anyone out, but there is not one single person who I have read for over the last 2 weeks who isn't experiencing a complete pivot in life. So if that is something that you are enduring, understand that it is divine timing, and let go, release, and then you are going to be forced into something amazing. Get over your fear. Your fear is your biggest thing that holds you back. It's not even about danger. It's just a fear of failure, fear of being let go and abandoned. There isn't a danger. It's just, you got to get over your stuff. And that is, again, healing the parental issues that are coming to the surface right now. It doesn't even have to be the parent. Whoever you consider to be a guardian of you when you were, programming your life. This is a time of deconstruction. So take that for what it is. Let's see, simplify your life, explore your options. Yeah, unplug. That was the whole thing of that. But again, what is coming into play right now? Now, if this is not in a romantic stance, then this is somebody who feels like home to you. And it doesn't have to be romantic. We have karmic relationships. We have kindred spirits. We have soulmates. We have twin flames. We have all those things, and they are all of degrees that, where our soul was at, the source creation, the spark. And what is coming in with this, if it's not romantic, then this is somebody who feels very much like home, who is very protective and encouraging in your personal evolution and unfolding, which is hugely expansive on your part. So take that for what it is. A lot of you are dealing with new love and romance, or rekindling love and romance, but some of you are going to be dealing with somebody who is your biggest encourager, and somebody who is going to help you discover your best talents in life. So no matter what, you're experiencing a huge pivot, and it's going to be massive, and it's going to be very protected, and you can unplug from any time to, get your wits about you and then plug back in. But this is a complete overhaul and change in a certain section of your life, and it's actually going to be pretty badass, I gotta tell you. So now I'm being pulled to the wisdom of the oracle. Colette Baron read. All right, bottom of the deck. Well, so the basis of this part of the reading is the between worlds. So that is not seeing the exact landing mark yet. Ooh. But we also got peace. All right, Spirit, what else? Come on, out with it. Don't flip half the deck. Unfinished Symphony. Yang. That is again dealing with masculine energy, father roles, and authority figures. Forward momentum, ignition, passion, the fire. All right, come on, out with it. Okay, a leg up. And I still feel like there's one more. I guess 6 is a huge number today. Well, the last Mermaids and Dolphins I took 9 cards from. Milk and honey. So the basis of this reading is In Between Worlds, and we finished this part of the reading off with milk and honey, which is amazing. Have you ever tried golden milk? That has honey, turmeric, and I think unpasteurized milk? Or whatever your milk choice happens to be. I don't know. Turmeric is an anti-inflammatory. But again, not a doctor. Hypnotist, yes. Life coach, yes. Tarot and oracle reader, yes. Many things, yes. Not a doctor. So the never-ending story. Again, you're not repeating a cycle if you are looking at reconciliation with a former person or if you're getting into a business partnership with somebody from your past. It's like you guys have to recalibrate exactly what your connection is and how you're going to honor and how you are both going to get the best of this. So, center in the between worlds, and we have this with the Yang card. I feel like you have to face your fears of authority on this, or your fear of being put on a spotlight or in this spotlight. You have to get over your fear of greatness, because guess what? A lot of you are going to be doing some pretty badass, amazing things in this life, but you have to get comfortable with being out on display. You have to get comfortable with being front and center. And the only way they're going to do it is by, you know, putting yourself in that situation. I forget what that's called. It's exposure. You're exposing yourself to your fear. And then you're making it your personal bitch and then rocking it, which I'm all about. So peace, between worlds. I feel like this is the calm before the storm for you, where everything really starts taking off. And I think that right now I think that we're gravitating away from the love aspect now and going towards the more of life direction, which is totally cool. This is the calm before all the action is starting to take place. And what's coming up right now is, you know how when you're given an opportunity or you start making all these promises, I don't want you to think that this is, these are promises that you have to actually make. And if you are making them and you have to break them, I want you to feel free in breaking them, because again, you're reprioritizing, but you have to communicate that to the opposing party on this one. This is a responsibility of yours. But if your heart isn't in it when you are dealing with this situation or this career or this move, then you have to completely honor that. Because if you force yourself into a situation that just feels like stagnant and bothersome, you're going to kick your own ass for it later. So allow for the closure in these situations so you can step into something that is better suited for you. You know, when I was younger, I thought I wanted to live off grid. I wanted to have that self-sustaining lifestyle, and I wanted all those things. And it's a great idea, and it's an amazing life for some people. But when it came down to it, I really don't have it in me to do so. I want to be more connected, more included in life and these things. And while this is a great life and concept for many people, it's not for everyone. So you have to honor what is for you and what is not just going with the flow of what, you know, your expectations are from other people. And again, you don't owe anyone a damn thing, and they don't owe you anything too. This is about your work. What is your work with this? So that's where the ball is continuously rolling towards. And also, I really want you to connect to spirit, because your intuitive nature is going to unfold greatly with this and give you even more signs and synchronicities on which direction you are pivoting to. So again, you're not repeating any of these old cycles, but it is a timely manner, and it is about to kick off for you. And this is going to be something that is a huge adventure for you. You got to get comfortable with the idea of adventure and that things are going to spontaneously happen. It is so scary when we're starting to learn to deal with spontaneity that, you know, what could happen. And then we start to get into this control factor, and that's when we start to self-sabotage. But I don't want you to do that, because when you let go of a little bit of control, you get to see this majestic painting that is the life that you're creating, and then you're going even further into that. So with this, once you get over your sense of fear or that sense of, I guess, disempowerment or repeating a cycle, then you're going to actually start to see it for the wonderful adventure that it is and the life of possibility. And this is where the action starts coming into play. So milk and honey, it's going to be better if you let go of the reins and get a little loose. When we are such control freaks, we are actually acting out a place of fear. Fear sucks. Okay. I think I want to start closing up this reading. All right, I'm getting whispers of love, so apparently we're going back to love. And ask your guides. So we're going to see what that wants to be. So the only thing that's real is love. What's this? Choose love. Okay, fine. Focus on love. All right. Fine. What else? The only thing that's real is love. Choose love. Focus on love. I'm watching you, love. It's kind of ridiculous with that one. It's like, okay, no. Everyone, we're coming back. We're coming back. Look at love. Look at... Focus. Focus. It's kind of ridiculous with that. Okay, yes, I got it. Love. Choose love. What is your love? What is your heart calling out to? What is its expansion? Good God. You wanna, if we let go of this whole idea of what other people will act and think on and what could possibly happen to us, imagine how happy and how grateful your heart could be with the concept of love. Are you afraid to get in a relationship because what other people could possibly say or think or feel or treat you? And ask yourself, are those the people you want around you? I don't care how long they've been or who they are to you. If they don't respect your decisions, then why the hell would you involve them in this? At the end of the day, all it comes down to is pure unconditional happiness and love. So, actions speak loudly. Ooh, you're about to do a great action of love, aren't you? Be in the present moment and dream of the future. Focus on love. Choose love. The only thing that is real is love. So I'm going to read the subtext of it. Shift your focus back to love. How you doing? You always have choice. Make yours with love. Look at the good in everyone. Sometimes you really gotta dig deep. But at what point do you call it quits and then pull away? Because, again, you are not here to save somebody from themselves. That is not your responsibility. They have to take responsibility for their own life. You can be a support, not an enabler. Don't be that person. When we dream, everything is possible. Express your love through actions. What is the love language in that one? My love language is physical and words of affirmation. Those are my two major ones. What is your love language? How do you express it? How do you speak it? How do you communicate with other people's love languages? And again, how are you evolving to match that in your divine counterpart? Because this is something that happens naturally. It is going to take some mindfulness, but this is something that you are naturally inclined to do. The only thing that is real is love. You cannot stop your heart from feeling or being what it wants to be or feel. You can totally lie to yourself. Your mind is the biggest trickster on the planet. Your heart knows the way that it feels. It knows by its vibration. It knows by the pheromone. It's everything. Love is absolutely the answer of life. It is not all of life, but it is the answer of life. Do all your actions and insights and movements with this idea of love. What would love do? How would love communicate to this person? And then connect with that. And again, you can't worry about what anyone could possibly say. You can't possibly worry about what could happen. You have to honor your heart. You have to allow yourself to move forward, and you need to let your life change to what it needs and wants to be rather than what you think it should have been, because you are so different than what you were. And I hope that this reading made sense. If it didn't, again, because it is general reading and it is for the 10th and 11th of February 2020, and it's also timeless. If you need to ask questions, go ahead. If you really want a detailed, in-depth, and intense storyline, go ahead and check the description on how to book your own personal reading. You can find me on any social platform to do so as well. It's really easy to get a hold of me. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for the 12th reading. And I really look forward to your feedback. And thank you to everyone who is taking advantage of the Valentine's Day sale. It's $60 for 45 minutes. And if you want VIP, it's only $90. And I look forward to hearing from you all. And I love connecting with all of you. And until next time, stay safe, have fun. I love you all very much.